Welcome to the Know, I'm Ashley Jenkins. EA is gearing up for a big showdown this holiday season with the release of Battlefield 1, and judging by the hype from the game's trailers, gamers are just as eager. However, those trailers may not have translated to record-breaking pre-orders just yet. In their latest earnings report for investors, EA commented on the expected sales for Battlefield 1, cautioning that sales may be down compared to what they typically get from Battlefield. The company reported that the franchise normally sees around 15 million sales per year, but right now they're estimating Battlefield 1 to come in beneath that, saying, "We hope that excitement builds and it'll go through that number, but for now it's slightly under that number." Obviously, there's still plenty of time for that number to climb, and it's not like just under 15 million is low by any stretch of the imagination. It will be interesting to see which of the big shooter franchises is the one that really captures the attention of gamers this fall, considering that Battlefield 1 is like the darling that all the hardcore gamers are looking forward to, and everyone is really dogging on Call of Duty this time around. But Call of Duty is typically a huge franchise, so we'll see. Pokemon Go players are dying to capture all 151 Pokemon and complete their Pokedexes, but it's going to be a little bit hard if Niantic keeps deleting Legendaries from players' accounts. That's exactly what happened this week. Can you imagine that? You caught a Legendary, this is amazing, and it's gone. That happened to some trainers in Ohio. They started reporting they'd caught a legendary Articuno, which aren't even technically supposed to be available just yet. This made other players a little bit upset because that's the internet and no one else is supposed to have stuff that you want. When accusations of cheating and threats of violence, actual violence, started entering the picture, Niantic's solution was to step in and remove the Articuno from anyone who had them, citing fairness. So I guess instead of catching Pokemon now, they'll just automatically appear in our Pokedexes. According to the company, the legendary bird was available by mistake, and they have rectified the situation and revoked the legendary Pokemon from the trainers' accounts. Come on, guys. First you remove tracking and you Pokevision, and now you're deleting legendary Pokemon from people who got them? That was your mistake, not theirs. They legit caught it. Have you no decency, sirs? I guess not. Everybody loves to pile on Konami's hate wagon these days, and now PC gamers have a new reason to join in on the fun. According to some recent tweets from Adam Boddy, Konami's global product and brand manager for the Pro Evolution Soccer series, PES 2017 is going to be inferior on PC compared to its console counterparts, which is going to make a lot of people angry. Responding to one gamer, Boddy said that players should not expect the same level of quality on PC as they should on PS4 and Xbox One, considering the series has come under fire in recent years for basing its PC ports on last-generation consoles. PES 2016 on PC reportedly ran off the Xbox 360 and PS3 versions of the game. Gamers aren't very happy that things still haven't changed. A lot of companies have abandoned last generation altogether, and this PC version is still based on those. So take heart though, Boddy did confirm that PES 2017 will at least be a little bit better on PC compared to last gen versions. So yeah, that going for you, which is nice. Just another case of Konami being Konami, I guess. After all the recent Counter-Strike global offensive gambling scandals and site shutdowns, one of the more prominent sites is trying to make kind of an odd move towards legitimacy. CSGO Lounge, a popular trading and betting destination for CSGO players, is now trying to obtain an official gambling license. This move was announced by an official blog post from CSGO Lounge founder Borovic, who said, "In order to avoid or reduce the confusion, we've decided to acquire a license to legally operate in most of the countries and be able to accept the esports bets by our community as if it would be real money." He also said that players from countries where esports gambling is illegal, like the US, UK, and other territories in Europe, would not be allowed to participate once these changes go into effect. We'll see if Valve allows these types of changes to go through, but it seems like most of these sites maybe should have thought through all the legal stuff before they started making tons of money off it. At least they're doing it now. After loads of reports from Hollywood about an upcoming Division movie, Ubisoft has finally announced it on its blog. In the announcement, the company highlighted that the Division film will star Jake Gyllenhaal from Prince of Persia, they really love that guy, and some other not as terrible movies as well as The Martian's Jessica Chastain. According to Ubisoft, the two will not only lend their movie star looks and acting chops, but they'll also be actively involved in developing and producing it as well. Normally we'd be a little bit concerned about stars who haven't played the game playing such a major role in the production, but then we remember that hardly anyone is playing The Division anymore anyway. Just look gruff and be post-apocalyptic and hungry. The Xbox One S is smaller and sexier than its older brother, but apparently it's also a little bit beefier under the hood as well. Kind of mixed a lot of metaphors into that sentence, but that's just fine. A new report from Digital Foundry dug into the performance of the new Xbox One S and found out that in some cases, it actually runs games significantly faster than the old version of the console. This boost is owed to the Xbox One S's overclocked GPU, which results in a 7% improvement to performance. In terms of real-world numbers, that 7% creates as much as a 9 frame per second improvement in quite a few games. Considering that the Xbox One has had problems running some games in the same frame rate as the competition, it's actually kind of surprising that Microsoft didn't use this improved performance as one of the system's selling points, but we'll just consider it a 9 frame per second surprise. And who doesn't love surprises? The good kind, not the bad kind. The Xbox One S upgrades home consoles to 4K resolution, but can it do 8K? I feel bad for console manufacturers. They're like, we gave you this resolution that you asked for, and all we do is be like, seen better. But 8K is the quality that Japan is targeting for the Rio Summer Olympics. One broadcasting company, NHK, started their first 8K broadcasts on Monday. Thanks to how screen resolution works, that's not simply double the amount of resolution compared to 4K, it's way more than that. If you're wondering, it amounts to an absurd 7680 by 4320 resolution, which clocks in at 33 million pixels total. That is 16 times more pixels than 1080p broadcasts and 4 times as many in 4K broadcasts, which are about 2 million and 8 million pixels respectively. Why viewers need to watch the Olympics at such ludicrous quality is anyone's guess, but judging by the reports about how disease-ridden the water is going to be for the Olympic swimmers, it probably just means you'll be able to watch them throw up in stunning, super high definition. Maybe you'll even be able to see the germs they're getting. High five to all you non-flossers out there who love germs. Apparently our dentists have been lying to us all along. A new report released this week by the Associated Press reveals that the benefits of flossing are, in actuality, completely unproven. Since 1979, the government and the American Dental Association have shamed you about not flossing, claiming that it prevents gum disease and cavities. However, digging into 25 separate studies from the last decade shows that that may not be the case at all. According to the AP, the evidence suggests that the link between flossing and prevention of gum disease is actually incredibly weak, if non-existent. So now all of us who save an extra 5 minutes every night and don't care about crap stuck between your teeth can feel superior to all the people that wasted all that time. Damn, it feels good to be vindicated with my poor dental care. Well, that's the end of our roundup, everyone. Let us know what you think about any of these stories in the comments. And for more news from every corner of the internet, like this video and subscribe to The Know. I burned myself a couple days ago with my curling iron, and it's at that like super gross stage where yesterday the Band-Aid came off and took the top layer. Ugh. So now it's just like scabbing up and it's like all stretched out and painful.